Hi. All right, let's talk about how to rearrange your mindset the same way you would rearrange your wardrobe for the season that you're in. In this video, we're going to cover three main concepts: how to recognize the season of life that you are in, how to audit the thoughts that you are thinking right now, and how to rearrange the thoughts that you want to have and need to have for the current season. So the entire point of this is to do that without labeling your thoughts as positive, as negative, but labeling the thoughts as useful for now or not useful. Let's go. You know how we talk so much about mental hygiene, about keeping our thoughts clean and positive, as though there is only one way to think. But here's the truth. Just because certain thoughts and mindsets served you in certain seasons of life, it does not mean that they will serve you in your season right now. We're going to identify the season that we are in right now. So, how do I do that? Before I identify the season of life that I am in, I have to, at the very least, understand the different types of seasons, the different types of cycles that everybody goes through. And those are: we have seasons of growth, we have seasons of harvest, we have seasons of letting go, and we have seasons of rest. We might want them to occur naturally one after the other, but sometimes they are a little bit sporadic and they appear in different ways. And another thing to note here is that just because the person right next to you, be it a partner, a friend, a teacher, a son, a daughter, whoever it is, just because they are going through one season, it does not naturally and directly imply that you are going through the same season. Stay with me here. So, how do you recognize which season you are in right now? You can ask yourself, what is the dominant lesson of my life right now? Am I being asked to trust? Am I being asked to be brave and curious and leap forward? Am I being asked to rest and calm down and take it easy? Or am I being asked to release and let go? This question alone helps you identify the season that you're in. Because think about it like that. If you are naturally in a season right now of healing and your main thought is, oh, I need to go, I need to perform, I need to get this done, you are going to burn out. The same way, if you are in a season of letting go and your main thought is about how do I keep this together, how do I make sure that I'm in control of everything, you are going to be extremely disappointed and very resistant. So you notice the difference between the thought and the season that we're in. When we match them, we are going to feel so much better and life will flow. So the second thing we're doing is auditing your thoughts. How do I do that? Here, I would like you to get a paper and a pen, pick up your phone, whatever it is, and list the most dominant thoughts that you have. So it could be thoughts about performance, it could be thoughts about self-worth, it could be thoughts about expansion, about letting go. They could be thoughts about anything. They don't need to be positive or negative, just what is on your mind mostly. It will help very much to write them down, as many as they are, and not judge the thoughts themselves. Which thoughts helped you survive the last chapter you were in? Which thoughts helped you maybe achieve something? Which type of thinking helped you achieve something? Once you identify that, notice how they make you feel right now. For example, I have to please everyone, or I have to be liked, may have served you when you were younger, when you were in high school, when you were working on something with a group of people and you were trying to create more affinity with people. But it may be the main block for you right now, maybe in your expression or in being more authentic in your relationships. So just because a thought was useful at some point in your life in a different season, it doesn't mean that it is helpful today. Not every thought is bad, some are just expired. All right, so the third thing we are doing today is rearranging that closet. Now that you've identified the season that you are in, you have identified the most dominant thoughts in your mindset, now it's time to rearrange them. We are not deleting any thoughts, we are not removing them, we are not throwing them away, we are not saying they are bad or they are good. The biggest question you are asking yourself right now is this useful for now or not? If it is useful, keep it. If it is not useful, put it in the back. Bring forward new thoughts. Get curious about ways to build up your closet, your mental closet, with thoughts that will be useful for you for the season that you are in right now. And there are different ways that we could build up our mental closets, and that could be either reading for people that we admire, talking to therapists, having a coach, having mentors, doing some different programs that help us almost realign ourselves with who we are and who we want to be in the future. So, in conclusion, when you identify the season that you're in and you make sure that your mindset is useful and helpful for where you are right now, you create more peace in your life. You create a sense of alignment, a sense of meeting yourself where you need to be. You reduce the suffering, and you generally feel so much better, even if the situation is a little bit difficult right now. There shouldn't be a dominant mindset for life. If you always do this, every once in a while you check in with yourself, you check in with the season that you're in and the thoughts that are occurring for you, you will have a much higher chance at genuinely connecting to the people that you love, at doing better at work, most importantly, feeling connected to yourself, not lying to yourself. If this resonated with you, download the Brave Handbook. It's linked below, and it will help you navigate your inner world so much better. And if you're ready to dive deeper, Brave Project mentorship program is absolutely for you. Thanks for listening.